still don't get it? You have to remember what you did to your family. You are the key.
We are gathered here to fill you with fear and give you a treat for your ears as we invade your mind with our scary rhymes and some tales that can be gory. As you bear witness and sit here and listen to our poetic horror stories.
When I woke up, I was back in a dark room, laying on the floor. But this time, there was no door. Just me here all alone. What the hell is going on? I thought. Suddenly, the TV appeared, with its eerie glow. The reporter started to talk.
Do you remember what you did now? Do you remember the why, when, and how?
Why are you doing this to me? I told you, I didn't kill my family. You have to believe me. Please, stop tormenting me. Leave me alone and let me grieve my family's death in peace.
You still don't get it. This is your personal hell. This place is a creation of your own. Only you can set yourself free from here and stop the torment. You have to remember what you did to your family. Only you can free your soul and your family's souls. You are the key.
You are blaming me. I didn't do this. Someone else killed my family. I had no reason to do this. I love them.
You need to dig deep and think, or this cycle will continue to repeat. You are the reason you are caught in this loop, because you refuse to accept the situation that you created. When you ended your wife and twins' lives, but I will leave you with this warning. Your time will run out soon. If you don't remember and repent what you did, you will stay here forever, reliving this loop. Now, here's Brent with the local weather.
Suddenly, I was alone again in the room. The TV had disappeared, and I was left in the dark, just standing there with my thoughts of how much I miss my family and trying to remember the last moment, my last memory. Suddenly, at night, it came flooding back to me.
This is just a friendly reminder to please like and comment to let us know how we are doing so far. We would love to hear from you all. And if you're new, please subscribe and become a part of the PHS crew. And we thank you.
I started to see the scene. It started to play like a movie. I came home drunk. I don't know how I drove home, but when I came in the door, my wife was standing there pissed off. She said,
I want to know what is going on. Are you having an affair? Because lately you haven't been yourself. You've been coming home late in the night, and more. All we do is fuss and fight. Is everything with work all right?
I told her to get off my back. Everything is fine. I'm just a little stressed from work. So I went to the bar for a few drinks to help me relax and unwind.
But look at the time. It's after 12, and you're just stumbling in. Damn it. Look what you did. And you just woke up the twins.
I started to yell out at my boys. Shut the hell up with all that noise. This is the reason I don't want to come home. Between your nagging and the kids crying all the time, I never give a moment of peace. Sometimes, I feel like I'm going to lose my mind. Drinking helps me calm my nerves. It gives me peace. so I can come home and sleep. Besides, you have a comfy life most women would love to have. You don't work and the bills are paid. You just stay home with the kids and you wait for me to come home, where I have to listen to you complain. You don't understand how good you have it. You have made it. Anyway, right now you all are more of a burden to me. So give me a fucking break. I could see the hurt in my wife's eyes. My words took her by surprise. I wish now I could take back all the bad things that I said, because the last words I said were, I wish you were all dead. My wife looked at me like I was a stranger. I could see the fear in her eyes, like she was in danger.
I can't believe you just said that to me. I no longer know who you are. Your behavior for the past few weeks has been very bizarre. You've been anxious, nervous, angry, and just plain mean. And now you're saying these off-the-wall things to me. Don't worry. In the morning, me and the twins will pack our things and leave. Since we are a burden, I hope this makes you happy. And tonight, I'll sleep in the room with the twins.
After that, she stormed off, and the last thing I heard was her slamming the kid's door. Then instead of me feeling bad at the time for what I said, I grew more pissed off and enraged. I thought, who the hell does she think I am? I'm the one who sacrifices and works hard around here. And she thinks she's just going to take my kids and leave? Hell no. Over her dead body. I watched myself stomp upstairs to my bedroom. I sat there on the edge of my bed. Suddenly it hit me. She's going to find out what I did. It will all come out if we get a divorce. How I was fired a long time ago because I stole money from my job. I immediately became scared because I would probably never see my kids again. I stayed up thinking and drinking most of the night, racking my brain when I decided there was only one clear way out. So, I grabbed a pen and paper and confessed my sins. I walked down my dark hallway to the twins' bedroom and slowly walked in. I just stood there for a moment, like a boogeyman in the shadows. I walked over to the bed and grabbed a pillow. I placed it over my wife's head and I pulled the trigger. And I did the same to my twins. When it was over, there was blood all over the bed and floor. So much blood, it started to run out of the door. I then placed the gun to my head, but nothing happened. The gun had jammed. I threw the gun down to the floor. Then I ran out of my front door. The sky was a dark gray. It was 6 a.m. in the morning, but you couldn't tell because it was raining. Actually, it was pouring. I jumped into my car and I started to drive. I was speeding down the road, slipping and sliding. Where was I going? I wasn't sure. I just needed to get far away from my home. The rain came down so hard I couldn't see. It was coming down in sheets. Suddenly, I lost control of my car and drove into a tree. Darkness is all I can see. Then the memories started to fade. I was left crying because I finally remembered. I did kill my family. I started to sob uncontrollably. I said out loud, I did it. It was me. Suddenly, the TV was back in the room again, with its eerie glow. And there was the reporter. She said,
So, now you remember what happened that fateful night, when you and your wife got into a fight. You said a lot of cruel things. You were nasty and mean. All because you couldn't tell your wife the truth. How pitiful.
Yes, I agree. I was a coward, a murderer, and a thief. I created this mess. I deserve to be here in hell. What type of person makes these kinds of choices instead of being truthful? I chose to kill my wife and boys. I didn't mean what I said to my wife. I was upset from the stress of my life. I should have confessed to my mistakes and faced the consequences that came my way.
Should, could, would. Too bad. But that is all in the past. You now have to live with all the memories of what you did, ending the life of your wife and kids.
What do you mean? I'm dead. I'm spending my eternity here in hell.
No. Your family is dead. But you, my friend, are still alive. Barely. But you will survive.
What? I don't understand.
Do you remember before? I told you we were running out of time. Congratulations, you made it through surgery. You are going to be just fine. When you wake up, you will be handcuffed to a hospital bed. When you recover from your injuries, you will be going to jail. Now, here is Brent with today's local weather.